Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Friday update webinar. I apologize for being a little bit late. I have a thunderstorm where I live and it knocked out my Wi-Fi. So I had to get a 4G router very quickly and get it up and going. And I live on the countryside or a little bit outside the town. So because of that, it has a bit of a bad connection. But thanks for bearing with me. It's Friday, May 21st. The weeks are running very, very fast here. My name is Anthony Norman. I'm the CEO of Dragon Global Finance. Most of you guys know me already. We are the banking and corporate finance partner of Liquid and Pernod. So today we're gonna do a update as every Friday on the campaign. We are 3 weeks into the Empower campaign, and this is, as we announced at the beginning, something we expect to run for a very long time. This is part of the core business model of what we are operating. It is about the power staking program. Now, the power staking, you know, it is a work in progress in terms of creating proper material and documentation. And we are trying to improve this a little bit. We will talk about that today. But I will not go so much into the power staking as I presented this before. For those of you who haven't listened to the May 1st webinar, please go to the liquid.com/empower page. Listen to that, where I explain how the power staking works very much in detail. Now, what we are doing in order to make this easier to understand is that we're preparing an interface for institutions for the bank side and the numbers there. And we're also creating the self-staking model, which means that you can stake assets yourselves, and we will have presentations where you can calculate those. I have been trying to finish that for a few days, but sadly, because we have had other issues to deal with, we are a little bit behind on that, I can say. But we are getting there. Today, I expect to finish the calculations and additional material coming up in the beginning of next week. But it is going very well. We're bringing a lot of assets in. I think that once we get through this little hurdle, you will really see how much easier it is on the other side as well. The power staking program itself, we call it Empower because we empower you guys, is very simple, as I've always said. You can deposit into a staking program as much or little as you want to, but starting with $1,000. Then you have like fixed levels, 1,000, 5,000, 10, and 25 with additional benefits. Again, because I've gone through this, I will not address this very much in detail, but what I can say is that we're looking to streamline how you go in and out of the program, which means that not in the form that we have, but we will also make sure that we have an interface where you can transfer in and out. Pending this, when you now place an order, you very quickly get a certificate from us confirming your date when you entered, which means you know also how you can exit and get paid because this is a cash profit payout. We have a May special, and I can say right now, we took the decision to extend these specials all throughout June. And the reason for this is that we have been late with getting the translations out, and you guys need a fair chance to be able to work with your downlines. So the May special is extended until the end of June. It will not be extended longer, but then that gives us a proper month extra. And it means that any referrals of $100,000 or more will receive an extra $100,000 in liquid. The first $1 million of deposit also get another 30% extra in liquid. And the top 10 producers, this is for every month, will get 20% extra commission. Now, here's the thing. So this will now go for May, which means that is a top 10, and then you will have a new count for top 10 in June as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, on the delivery side, which we will be addressing, we are making quite good headway finally. I am going to address this. We have now created sales material in English, French, and German on the campaign site. We have also improved that page a little bit. It's not a work of art, but it's easier to navigate. And we are waiting for the instructional movie to get subtitles on it. So an update with subtitles and subtitles in all 3 languages. In addition, like I said, we're creating a like an Excel model where you can play with numbers as well, which I think will be very helpful for your larger people. And also, we're doing the following now. So we have put, or we are in the process today of putting the country managers live, and we will start softly, which means that we will start having the webinars in several languages. So today we are announcing a special webinar on Monday, which we call quality assurance. Because we have had delays on many things relating to tech, we're going to do a webinar that is specialized on each of these items, how they're being addressed. At the same time, I think that you have seen quite a lot of improvements over the last week. The speed has increased dramatically, but we want to address this. So at 2 o'clock on Monday, there will be a one-off webinar called Quality Assurance, the deliveries of cards, the LAM, etc. And we're focusing this on these issues because the other webinars are supposed to be about the product. Now, here's the beauty. The same webinar will be held in French and in German the next day at 7 o'clock. So on Tuesday at 7 o'clock, the Quality Assurance webinar will be held in French and German as well. How good is that? So obviously they are at the same time, but nobody's going to be on both. So you choose if you prefer that from English. And that means also that is the starting point for the local social media to be translated as well. So next week you will see a lot of localized adaptations coming out. We also have another team member in the editorial staff joining us, which means that the flow from the news companies and the assets is going to increase also. So things are falling into place. I know tonight, by the way, on Monday evening, you have a webinar on the GOFA arts as well. And tying that into the back office updates, so the Redux categories were finally calculated yesterday, and we are waiting for one number we're checking because it changes the list quite dramatically. We think it's a bug in the system, and that will be sorted today, and after that we can go out and deliver the extra bonus. We've also upgraded the tech now. Most of it has been done, which means that incoming payments and outgoing are booked much faster. We are now seeing that this is working well. And we are also implementing pending status, so you can see the status on payments, how they're going, if they're pending, held by compliance, and so on. We have a few transactions we're now sort of manually checking on, but other than that, it's up very fast. We are delivering confirmation certificates on the campaign, same day all the time. And I think many of you might have noticed that we have increased support ticket handling quite a lot, both there and in WhatsApp. We have staff that are in, and they are working very, very fast now. So we are picking up speed. I hope you guys have noticed. So I'm very pleased about this. And this is where I come back to quality assurance. Like I said, we have much faster deliveries now. We're finishing the old deliveries of tokens, etc. Commissions are going to be booked immediately, and cash is going to be accessible directly. Obviously, very important. We are replying faster to support now, more people there, and social media response as well is very quick. I would say our average response time is maybe 2-3 hours now, 4 perhaps. We are working on having it within 1 hour, which will take a little bit of time, but I think this is good enough right now. Also, for next week, we are going to do on the quality assurance, we will present the corporate and regulatory model, meaning that we have questions about the company, how are we regulated, and we will be talking about tax perspectives as well as the management. So this is also important for you guys. So you see the quality assurance webinar is to tick a lot of these boxes. Now, the next two things are important. One is that we need to move on with the external marketing of liquidity. And this has been contingent on the change of the trading pairs, but this is underway now. Should be sorted by Monday, Tuesday. Also, clear, very simple, straightforward rules for the liquid asset management. There has been some confusion. So all these things we're going to cover on the quality assurance webinar. I say this is also why it's important to do it in several languages. We really want to get the message out. So guys, it's a huge project. It's a very ambitious project. It's a work in progress. We can always improve. We need to be very humble in terms of understanding that we are dealing with masses of people, which is beautiful. It's fantastic. But we have had challenges with the back office, which we are sorting out as any growing business. So it's very nice. I'm going to recap on the process, like always. You go to the Empower campaign page, liquid.com/empower. There you have the form. You have the sales material in different languages. You have the ability to top up your e-wallet if you want to pay from your e-wallet with PayPal. You have you have the original presentations and webinars as well. So basically all you need is there, and we keep filling and adding to that page. That means when you go to Empower, you sign the form and you receive an email with all the instructions. That is how you do. And we are now crediting. So basically now you're getting a certificate almost immediately when we book your payment, and then you're in. In a few days, this will be seen real time in the wallet as well, and there will be a feature there for withdrawals as well. So that is coming very soon. Like I always say, when you work with this and you wake up your downline, make lists, work with sales tools. It's the best way, systematically covering a lot of ground. And obviously, when you have clients, follow up with payment confirmations. We have a lot of people who have signed up right now, and out of them, a higher degree have not paid in, which we will be building notifications for you. If you sponsor or refer somebody, you'll be notified about that, so that you know if something is missing. And this is obviously important because you guys want your commission and your profits. So also bring the people to the webinars, always good to do. And we will continue working on better sales tools, better presentations, better support. And we're well underway there. So guys, next week we'll have same time, same place. And then we should have a lot of localized stuff as well. So I think this will be that next week will be a very nice week in terms of that. I'm going to look at a couple of questions here now before we round this off. And I am looking at a couple of questions here. One question which is very relevant, this is a great question, is the WeShare success commission of 15% on the seller side or the buyer side? I'm assuming, and correct me if I am reading your question wrong, is this coming out of the customer's profit and the person is taking, or is it on top? It is on top. So you never take somebody's commission. This is in addition to that. That is why this is such a beautiful and fair program. Also another question. So I hope that answers your question there. The other question here is, when will you see Empower tokens in a Liquid wallet? Well, this will be only a few days, and these will not be tokens Empower. This will be a balance. You will see a cash balance, and then you will see the profits coming out. So only a few days, and this is the reason we are sending out the confirmations now, so you have it in writing from us. So this will be a very, very streamlined process, and we are changing, like I said, the Liquid platform as well to match this. So it's going to be extremely easy. Remember, once you're in the first month, then you have profit payments weekly, which is very nice. So it becomes a recurring cash flow. So I'm sure that this is going to be a very pleasant way to work once all the systems are automated. Right, so that's all from me for now. Thanks for being here, guys. And like I said, watch out for the webinars. There's an announcement in WhatsApp for the webinar on Monday that I'm going to hold, and then we will have additional. We will have additional webinars in German and French on Tuesday evening. So thanks for being here and have a beautiful weekend, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.